Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And he connects with Vance McDonald. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now Rudolph. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
On the return, it's McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ace! Ace!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out here in the eye. Mahomes takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown. Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Rudolph on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it with Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And now running right through it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
The give is to Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D. Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. McConley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
There we
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one a 41. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. On the return, it's McKenzie. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And Steelers, as his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes will try again on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Being chased out left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On second down, here's Rudolph. Flushed out right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now here comes Kansas City. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces, because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now, because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Armani Watts. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Lucky 56.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll get it up the middle. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage. In a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run again with Hunt, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run with Hunt, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Bottled up It's out. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep